should have untangled all those wires and threw that stuff on the floor.
We're doing it live.
Password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, because I didn't put the password on here, so otherwise that would have been the password. Good luck stopping me. You are not my password manager. Windows 8.1.
That reminds me of that Pokemon meme. You ever see that?
No.
The one with the game from when we were growing up?
No. Well, I've seen a lot of Pokemon memes. All right, so you need to narrow this down.
When we played the game growing up, whenever you would go, like Pokemon Red or whatnot, whenever you would play it and you would create a character, obviously, and then they're like, oh, pick your name, but choose one, but whatever you choose, it cannot be changed later. And people are like, well, forget you, started putting their name, change later. So there was a bunch of people with the name, changed later.
That's actually pretty brilliant.
Beautiful geniuses out there.
Oh, the internet. What have we done?
We don't want to get down on that topic.
So, today's topic.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Today's topic is, Disney.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see the correlation between
internet
and the Pokemon from the childhood and then Disney. That's what we're going for. Segue, people.
Can we even still call it segue, seeing how the company's going out of business?
Wow, just too soon.
Too soon. I'm preparing for the future. All right. Well, as you mentioned with Disney. I don't know about you, but actually that is right because you don't have Verizon. I have Verizon, so I got a free year of Disney Plus, which will be up this November. And I have been enjoying it every single bit, including watching such amazing shows like The Mandalorian.
And that's about it.
I've been rewatching certain shows, but for new content, The Mandalorian and The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
That's a show?
That's a show.
I thought he was just doing the apartments commercial.
Nope, that's a show. That was a show I didn't realize I needed in my life.
Okay.
Check it out. There's one episode where he just checks out ice cream, and there's one the sneaker one was just check it out. It's worth it.
Okay.
So, when you get Disney these days, you get Marvel.
Yeah.
As well as Star Wars and all that other stuff, but we won't pay mind to Star Wars right now because you know what you did.
Kathleen Kennedy.
You should not speak that name, Rex.
Oh, we're going to have to bleep that out.
So, our Lord and Savior, Kevin Feige, has this, along with Disney, they decided they had, initially at the point when they announced Disney Plus, they announced 5 titles.
Yeah.
Or 4 titles, it may have been.
No, I think it was 5 because I think it was...
Yeah, 5. No, it was 5. You had... you had WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Hawkeye.
Yep.
You had
She-Hulk.
No.
She-Hulk came late. That's right.
Yeah, She-Hulk came out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hawkeye, Loki.
Yep.
And the one I'm most looking forward to, What If?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite comic series. For those of you playing the home game, What If was a comic series that ventured into alternate realities and looked at what happens if a different decision was made as opposed to the one we wound up with. For an example, the very first issue that we ever encountered was what if Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four?
That was actually a really good comic. And that was not to get too sidetracked, that was actually something they were trying, Spider-Man had been trying to do for years and years and years and years. And it only happened in the What If story. But worth it. No, actually, I think he eventually joined when
Johnny Storm died?
Yeah.
But they weren't the Fantastic Four. They were the Future Foundation.
That's what it was, yeah.
We're nerds.
I think back on topic. Yeah, so Disney, right?
All right, so Disney, when they announced all this, it wasn't a lot of stuff known. There wasn't even trailers out and all that.
Yeah.
But this last February, before the Toretto disease hit,
it's not a thing. Tom Hanks is.
So anyway, the Toretto disease hits, and everything shuts down. All right, faster before
we're talking John Taffer style.
Yes. And before we had the Toretto virus, during the Super Bowl, we actually had a nice little sneak teaser for some of these shows, including Falcon and Winter Soldier, which was one I was also looking forward to because these are shows that were going to tie into the MCU, which apparently all the Netflix ones do not.
Yeah, I see, and that so no, the Netflix one does not, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does.
Yes.
So I when they first announced, I automatically just knew and assumed that because it was going to be brought by Disney that they were going to tie these into each other, unlike the Netflix shows, because Disney, they want to make this grand universe within a universe of a universe. You know what I'm saying? So right off the bat, you knew that there was going to be references to other shows. I know for a fact they're not going to do what DC does and have. Well, I can't say I know for a fact, but I'm pretty confident that Disney's not going to do what DC does and have those giant crossover events that if you miss one show, like how DC does the Crisis on Infinite episodes.
I was going to say, for a fact, okay, we got this covered.
Sausage roll.
Two hours later.
So anyway, you were saying,
yeah, they're not. Disney's really not going to be doing that. They're not going to be forcing people to watch one show to keep up and understand what's going on. But they will pique your interest and your curiosity by mentioning the other shows in their shows. So, like in WandaVision, they may have something as simple like, "Oh yeah." Well, I don't think in WandaVision they're going to do it yet. I think whatever they might have planned for WandaVision will be removed because by the time WandaVision comes out, Falcon Winter Soldier and
Loki. Well, there was Loki. The Hawkeye got put on hold.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was a director issue. It was initially rumored, should I say, that the issues were involving with Jeremy Renner and the ongoing divorce that he was having.
Yeah.
I was like, yet another superhero franchise rocked by a divorce.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I
no
think...
feces on a pillow required.
Oh.
Sorry. I had to. Cheap shots, folks.
And Gatorade. No, I'm sorry. Haterade. But I think that they're going to mention it. But I think whatever they had planned in WandaVision, I think they're going to remove that because Winter Soldier's not finished filmed yet. And by the time that gets finished, they're not going to be even remotely close to being released together, period. Because Falcon Winter Soldier, the fact of the matter is that they didn't finish filming yet.
Yeah. But,
And to me, the biggest thing is, the fact that they're trying to push this out in time, and the rumors are that they might condense it down to 6 episodes.
Well, apparently it was already planned for 6 episodes.
I don't believe that.
Really?
I don't.
Because apparently, according to Anthony,
I figured maybe 10.
According to Anthony Mackie,
Mr. Cut the check.
Anthony Mackie reported that it was 6 episodes, each episode an hour long, and it was supposed to play like a 6-hour movie.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that I was unaware of. Mm-hmm. All right, so okay, that's cool.
And all this really started fueling up the moment when the Snyder Cut got confirmed. All right.
Okay, so I don't believe it now.
Yes. Well, me personally, I'm trying to get release the Schumacher cut shirts made.
That won't age well.
I beg to differ.
So yeah.
Here's looking at you, 2040 DJ.
He's making bad decisions now.
Yeah, good call. I don't even know if I'll make it that long. I'll be surprised if I make it to 2030.
I'm surprised I made it to 2020.
Nah, I kind of felt me coming to 2020. Yeah. So let's get away from the somber look of our lives.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier getting pushed back.
Yeah.
We have, I think Loki's initially planned for some point next year, as well as What If, which What If is actually going to be animated, but it's featuring What If stories in the MCU itself. For an example, what if Peggy Carter was injected with the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers?
Yeah.
Which is interesting because according to the promo art, it ventures into shows that it puts Howard Stark in the position where he actually creates the Mark I, but a military version of the Mark I that Steve Rogers pilots.
Okay, so the fact that it's going to be animated to me is kind of off-putting because, especially as of late, I haven't been happy with a lot of TV series animated art style and kind of the directions that they've been going. Like, especially the Lower Decks. It's Teen Titans. I mean, it's basically Teen Titans Go with a Star Trek theme skinned over it.
I'm still going to give it a chance for the sole fact that it's one, you also have the original cast returning to voice roles they've played.
Yeah.
So, like, Chris Evans returning to voice Captain America. Haley Atwell returning to voice Peggy Carter.
Yeah. To me, I'll give that maybe 3 episodes. If I'll check a look at 3 episodes. If by the 3rd episode it's not for me, I should know by then if it's not for me.
I will watch the entirety of it, whether I watch 3 episodes and enjoy or we watch however many episodes that they do and hate.
So you're just gonna hate watch it?
Yes, I've done that before.
All right, Deadpool. It's like 2 avocados.
But that was those 2 are scheduled for next year. Was Hawkeye now just confirming they've got 3 directors on board for this film. Oh, for this
see, right? We're so used to talking about
exactly.
This.
Whatever we used to refer to every time we talk about the MCU, talking about the movies.
This is going to be a definite change.
You got Amber Finlayson, Katie Elwood, who apparently are a duo known as Bert and Birdie. Okay. And they were responsible for the work on Troop Zero, which is an Amazon series, if I'm not mistaken.
Didn't see it.
And neither did I, but
the only thing I've watched on Amazon is The Boys.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. And then Rye Thomas, who's known for Staten Island Summer.
Yeah. I didn't see that. I'm aware of it, but it's like when I Googled it and I looked, I was like, not for me.
So these are directors coming on for the Hawkeye series, which apparently is supposed to also star. You have Jeremy Renner returning to play the titular role, and I forget the name of I want to say Haley Seinfeld, who played the lead protagonist in Bumblebee.
Did she?
Yes. She's
I'm
apparently
gonna
returning.
take your word on that because you seem to be, how do I put it? I don't want to say savant, but yeah, you've got that ability.
Haley Seinfeld, definitely Haley Seinfeld.
Rain Man,
terrible Rain Man. What's also interesting to me is the fact that they seems like they're really trying to push these because, like you mentioned, I believe it was earlier this year, or either earlier this year or late last year, they announced 3 more series.
Yeah,
to dogpile. So they're already 5.
Yeah,
that we haven't received yet.
I think that was late last year. It was 2019 because it was D3. Yeah. They did it at D3. Yeah, I remember.
D3 is usually towards the end of the year. All right, and they had the 3 shows they announced. You had Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
She-Hulk. And Moon Knight.
Yep.
Which led everyone petitioning that they wanted Daniel Radcliffe to play Moon Knight. Which even led to the rumor like, Daniel Radcliffe in talks. So Daniel Radcliffe himself came out and was like, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, at first, while watching, thinking about it, because I didn't know much of the character, you knew more than I did.
Yeah. When
we looked into it initially, and I was like, I don't know if I see it. Then we watched Guns Akimbo.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe. It's the same way that how it wasn't until recent that I started binged Breaking Bad. Before
you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Before I even watched the show, let's rewind a couple of years to when they were casting for Dawn of Justice, and it was Lex Luthor's going to be in this film, and all the fans wanted Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor, and I was sitting here like, don't see it, I can't see it, I don't get it. I think everyone's just looking at him that he has a shaved head in Breaking Bad and like, yes, that's the guy. And then I started watching Breaking Bad, and I started binging it. And at the same time, I was currently reading DC's comic event, Brightest Day. And
Yeah.
one of them have an issue in which Lex Luthor's in it. And then as I start reading it, I start hearing Cranston's voice in my head as Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm not going to back the whole Cranston has Lex Luthor. But
that was
if it would ever happen, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, that was during the whole Bryan Cranston can do no wrong phase. So.
Yes. I mean, again, I don't really follow too much of the man's work. I should. All right. Because if anything Breaking Bad showed, he's very versatile.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm very curious to see. Like, he did this one movie a lot of people tell me I should check out. It's called, I think it's called Trombone or something like that, where he's like this newspaper chief or an editor or something like that.
Take a word on it. Haven't seen it.
I'm going to check it out.
I'm sorry. Like, Windows decided to update in the middle of me doing what I had to do. But
Moral
I'm
of
glad
the story, kids, Google kicks Windows ass.
Yeah. And we're back up.
And we're back.
Oh, man.
Of all these 9 shows, is there one you're looking forward to?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight.
Mm.
Moon Knight.
What would be your top 3?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight,
Knight.
and
Moon Knight.
and
Moon Knight. All right. If you want me to be serious about it, Moon Knight's the number 1.
mm-hmm.
Falcon Winter Soldier, number 2.
Okay.
And I feel like Hawkeye will probably be a buddy cop comedy type thing going on, so probably that'll be number 3. What about you?
What if Falcon Winter Soldier, and I'm actually quite interested in WandaVision.
Oh, okay. When you said what if, I was like, what if? Oh, yeah, the show What If.
All right. But it followed by a very close third, Loki. That's because of Tom Hiddleston.
Well, yeah.
I watched this one miniseries that had him called The Night Manager that featured him and Hugh Laurie, 2 actors I love. All right, I love Loki because of his the way he acts as. Well, sorry, let me rephrase. I love Tom Hiddleston because the way he acts as Loki.
Yeah.
And Hugh Laurie, come on, Dr. House.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Dr. House and Loki, how do I say no?
The answer is you don't.
Exactly. So I didn't, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
All right, it wasn't a comedic take, but it was a serious movie, and I rather enjoyed it. I thought the two had very good chemistry together, and I would be really looking forward to seeing anything else they do together.
Yeah.
But because of this, and the more I started watching and realizing the acting chops that Mr. Tom Hiddleston has, that's one thing. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank because I'm like, wait, Tom Hiddleston. I'm not mixing that guy up for Spider-Man. No, that's Tom Holland.
How do you even? You know what?
I'm running on fumes.
Yeah, I was gonna see. I asked you if you wanted that monster.
No. So those are the ones I'm really looking forward to. I'm curious to see who they can get to play Moon Knight. Who are they going to get to play She-Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who are they going to get to play Miss Marvel? Are they going to get? Is going to be an adult version of Monica Rambeau's daughter that you meet in Captain Marvel? Who knows?
Well,
I don't really know too much of the character of Miss Marvel, but
yeah. I forgot where I was going with this. But I was thinking,
see, Windows even updated his brain.
It really did.
It's still buffering. Which would be funny if we had a show logo. We can come out with shirts that say "buffering" with the logo right in the middle of a buffering symbol.
Pretty much.
Any other thoughts on this?
Nah, everything. The only thing I can say about this is, even Falcon couldn't soar over the Tom Hanks disease.
I'm sorry, the what?
Tom Hanks. I said it. That's the correct way to pronounce it.
You mean the actor? He was in that movie that just came out on Apple, right? Grey something. Grey Dog? No. Blackhound? No, that's not it.
It's Greyhound.
Oh, there you go.
That's how you pronounce it.
Hey! I narrowed it down for you. when the jokes don't land.
I blame you for that.
Why? For the jokes not landing? Landing?
Yeah, pretty much. I made a soaring joke and you made a landing joke. Jeez. We have.
There's one thing I want to add to this, where as the background of what you were saying earlier in the show. While as of right now, WandaVision's still on track to air. At the end of the year.
Yep.
That could always change. How many movies we had? They're like, oh, we're still on track to, air at this date and get pushed back.
New Mutants. New Mutants.
New Mutants this has been happening for New Mutants since before the Toretto disease.
Oh man, that's rough.
All right, but that's all I have to say on that matter. You
heard my words.
You heard your words. And every stumble and every update.
And every update in the middle.
Again, kids, the moral of the story: Google rocks, Windows sucks.
And you know what I did before this whole thing? I literally went. I checked. I turned on the tablet. I was like, all right, boom. There's an update. Let me update. Let me restart. Let me update. I made sure all and in the middle of this, folks, Windows was like, we heard you like updates, dog.
That'll do, girl. That'll do.
How much you pay for yours?
About $95.
$3.99.
Ah, okay. That explains why it keeps updating.
Quiet you.
All right, folks. Well, that's our show. Do us a favor and give it a like. Hit us up in the comments. Tell us what you think. If you have your opinion on the matter as well, definitely hit the subscribe button. For those 22 of you that have, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and as well as the bottom of Rex's heart. Sorry,
I have a surprise.
What?
I don't know if I can't say 100% for certain, but I think if you hit the subscribe and the notification, well, let me know if that works.
Right, let's find out. And again, also we're on the social medias. I figure I should point that out there as well. Well as we have Instagram and Twitter at DJ Rex Studios, as well as a Facebook fan page, which is actually currently run by me.
Yeah, because I don't do the Facebook.
He doesn't do the Facebooks.
Yeah, that's such a boomer thing to do.
Yeah, he doesn't do the Facebooks.
Yeah.
He prefers more of the Boob magazine.
I hate you.
On that note, I've been DJ. He's been Rex. And we are the Sons of Cinema.
Peace.